And so am I live for real this time? I swear I am not tech savvy. I thought I was live for 5 minutes talking to myself. Let's see if this works. If I see anybody come in, then I know it's working. I am not tech savvy. I mean, I am to an extent. I am to an extent. Obviously, I've been an influencer for the past however many years. So I'm obviously tech savvy to an extent. I feel like my space heater smells funny. My space heater smells funny. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? That space heater smell? I just turned it off because it was making me nervous. High suds and skin, raw juice soapery. Oh, that's interesting. It's interesting. But for those of you who are just coming in, I was actually on Zoom. I was on Zoom with my Healthy Hair Hub and people just on my email list who were invited to my Zoom, but it was only a half an hour. So I didn't finish my hair yet. So I'm gonna finish my hair here on YouTube. And I thought I was live for a good 5-7 minutes when I was not. I was talking to myself. So such is life. When you're an influencer, you're talking to yourself a lot. It's okay. Hi, Ebony. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for coming back. Yeah, I do prefer the Zooms because I can actually see the people I'm talking to. I can hear you as well. But I'm not upgrading my Zoom until until I know that I'm gonna be like using it a lot, you know. So as of now, YouTube it is, and maybe I can probably send people links on here since I'm using StreamYard. I might be able to send people links if they want to join. So you know what? If yes, I can. Yes. So if anybody wants to join my live, if you have any questions or anything that you want to ask me, um, outside of the chat, if you want to like actually come on camera or at least talk, let me know and I will send you a link to join. Okay. I think I'm getting around having to pay Zoom for premium. Okay. Veronica here. Girl, how do you develop the arm strength to retwist? I'm wiped out every time I do it, and our hair is the same length. Hmm. I definitely don't do anything special to develop my arm strength. I guess it's just habitual. You know what? Maybe it's the fact that I retwist. Well, I historically I retwisted twice a month, so that's just a lot of practice. Now I'm kind of in the once a month, once to twice a month. That's still frequently, right? So maybe that's it because I do it a lot. What do you think, Veronica? How often do you retwist? You know, it's probably just muscle memory, you know? I wasn't sure if that was a serious question or if you were being funny, but if you were being serious, I think it's probably just because I did it a lot. Hi, Sharita. Oh, hi, Erica. I missed your comment. Oh, Veronica, you retwist once a month as well? In that case, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because if I mean, I'm sure you could look at me and tell, like, I'm a kind of a scrawny girl. So I'm a scrawny thing. So it's definitely not because I'm just so strong of a woman. That's not it. It's not it. Sharita, you just missed that I was telling everyone that I just got off of my Zoom. So if you're in my Healthy Hair Hub, aka if you're in my text community or if you're in my email list, then you had access to my Zoom link. And what I like about the Zoom is that you guys can be on camera and we can talk. So as a community, so that was really great. So that just ended abruptly. So I decided to come here on YouTube to finish out my retwist. So I was retwisting it live on YouTube on Zoom. I got halfway through, and now I'm gonna do the other half here on YouTube. And if you would like to join the Healthy Hair Hub, you can text me. My number is 917-810-3423. I think that's right. Let me type it up. See if it looks right in my eyes. 917-810-3423. Yeah, that looks right. So you text me to join and you'll get access to my tips and deals and things like that, encouragement, all that. And you can always text me if you have any questions about your hair journey or anything. You can text me through that number, and that's the fastest way to get to me. Besides email is good too, so you can join my email list as well. I think on this live I don't really have my description box filled out, but you can go to my website to get on my email list. Like if you scroll to the bottom, you can type in your email and join the email list. All right, you got it. Bug asks, do you sometimes do rod curls after a fresh retwist, or do you typically do the rod curls without a fresh retwist? Without. And that's, I said bug, but that's Ebony, right? Yeah. Without, I just think that it looks better. I think that it looks fuller, it looks more voluminous when I don't have a retwist. So I don't make a habit of retwisting when I'm gonna put the curlers in. Plus, when it comes to adding the curlers in the hair, that's already a lot. Adding the rollers to your hair, it's already a lot of work. So adding the retwist and then the curlers, and then making sure you're adding the curlers in so that you're not unraveling the retwist, that's all a lot. It's all a lot, and I don't like to do all of that. So I'll just go without the retwist, and plus it gives me the volume that I prefer. Yes. I am glad. So I do have a YouTube video I need to edit tonight, and I post it. I think I'll probably post it tomorrow. I'll probably post it tomorrow, but yes, I want to make sure that I get the word out about the products dropping from the 15th to the 18th. That's going to be a major shift. You're so welcome. That's going to be a major shift for me and the business. But it's going to really help me be more organized, which is needed at this point. Okay, so if you have any questions, feel free to write them in the chat. If not, I'm just going to be retwisting my hair. I'm really tired. Oh, I'm so tired. I need my vitamins. Oh, I didn't take my vitamins. That could be why I'm so tired. Hi, Erin Edwards, right? Edwards, congratulations again. Erin is back. And it took me a long time to get this live going because I am not as tech savvy as I should be. I thought I was live for like good 5-7 minutes talking to myself before I realized why is nobody in here? Like not even like 2 people are in here. I was talking to myself and I was not live at all. Is your hair damp while retwisting? It is damp. So I did wash my hair a little bit earlier, and then before I started retwisting, I went through my misting. As I like to towel dry completely. I'm not completely, you can't really towel dry completely even if you wanted to, but I like to towel dry very thoroughly, I guess I should say. I like to let it sit in the towel for a long time, and then I prefer to go back and re-dampen it with the rose water moisturizer. And I prefer the rose water moisturizer over just just using regular just water, because the way it's formulated so that your hair stays moisturized for a longer period of time. So at this point, that's what I specifically desire, as I just washed it and I'm going to go under the dryer. So I don't want the dryer to dry my hair out too much. So that's a good product to use before going under the dryer. Veronica says, I don't see you using clips. How do you keep your hair stationary while retwisting? Great question. I haven't used clips in years. So let me do one for you to see so you can understand. I'll do one right here. This is how I do my retwists with no clips. Yeah, I'm using my gel. This my Love Light and Locks gel, which is no longer available on my website, but there should still be some available on Amazon Prime. Yes, it's just called the Love Light and Locks gel. I didn't name it anything fancy. The Love Light and Locks gel. All right, so I have a little bit of gel on my finger. That's a little bit too much. So I just have a touch of gel. That might still be a little too much. But actually, no, we'll make it work. And because this, oh gosh, this camera is like, it's not giving a mirror image. So let me not look at the video. So, all right. Thank you so much, EET. So I'm applying the gel to my roots. And now I'm doing my retwist, right? So this is how you make it stay. As you twist it, you let it, oh, let me get a little closer. As you twist it, you let it like twist on itself. Ooh. You let it twist on itself. You see, it made like a little loop and then it stays. And this is really going to only be effective if your locks have enough weight to them, if they're long enough and have enough weight. Basically, if your locks are fully locked and mature, that's the only way this is going to work. Otherwise, it'll fall out. Okay, Veronica, did that make sense? If you need me to do another one up close like that, I'll do that. So let me put that back to the side. Yeah, but I prefer to do my hair from the back going to the front because it's just easier to keep track of where I'm at. Veronica, did you see that? You still here? Veronica said, "Oh, my stylist used this method. I wondered how she managed to breeze through my hair so fast, whereas it takes me close to an hour or more to do it." That makes sense. Thanks. You're very welcome. Yes, clips definitely do take up more time. They do. I mean, honestly, everything gel takes up more time. Clips take up more time. You know, but it all depends on your preference because some people don't like this method because they don't want to lose that little centimeter of length that twist thingy does. Like, you know, when you twist it like that, sometimes it does take away a little bit of the length, at least the appearance of it for now. You can always take it down and then dry it so that it dries straight. But some people don't like that little loop because it takes away a little bit of your length. Whatever. Some people don't. I don't like the pants personally because they're a pain, like physical pain sometimes. Aaron says, "Got it. Do you advise to spray each lock with the rose water as you twist with your gel?" No, I don't think so because I think that can be a little excessive because the rose water, especially if you're using like the bottle that the rose water bottle that it comes with, it gives a really big spray. It gives a big spray. It's a very generous mist. So you just won't need to spray everyone. Like one spray, you're going to get a whole section. But that is a good question. Basically, what you really want to focus on is making sure that it's damp, period. It's damp. And it's funny because I was talking about this a little bit on the Zoom earlier. I'm not sure if you were there at that point when I mentioned this, but I noticed a lot of stylists like to do their retwists on their clients' hair dry. They like their hair to be dry. Like they'll wash their hair, put them under the dryer, and then do the gel retwist. And to me, that's so backwards. But their logic was that they find that the gel holds better when they do it on dry hair. And I'm like, sure, and maybe it holds better because the water is not diluting the gel a little bit. But putting the gel on our locks, you asking for buildup. Like you gotta put that on wet locks, or let the product melt into the hair. Because yeah, to me that just sounds like a whole lot of buildup problems. But I hope they know what they're doing. Maybe they know what they're doing with that particular gel that they use. But with my gel or with any gel, I personally recommend you do it on dampened hair. Okay. Erica says, how do you stop frizz? So stopping frizz, it takes consistency and a regimen with the intention, right? So you're not going to just like use one simple product one day and your frizz is gone. Your frizz is going to be going away with practices that you implement and keep up habitually. So some of those practices I can be really quick and tell you. Some of them will be when you wash your hair, let the last rinse that you do be with cool water, colder water. That will seal the cuticle of your hair. When you dry your hair, use a microfiber towel as opposed to a typical towel. A microfiber towel will help with taming frizz. Another thing that can help with frizz is when you go to sleep, don't go to sleep in a bonnet. Go to sleep with a scarf, because the scarf is going to lay your hair smooth. As a bonnet gives your hair more freedom, it's not going to keep your hair compact like a scarf will, a tighter scarf. I hope you know what I mean. Some more frizz. Palm roll the frizzy areas. As you can see, I have like some frizz here from after washing my hair. I'm going to palm roll all of this area during this retwist, you see, and that will keep that maintain that frizz. You see that? Yeah, okay. Colder water also helps to prevent color loss. Hard to hear in the winter, but my contacts, I'm so sorry guys. Hard to hear in the winter, I know, but it works. Oh no, absolutely. Rinsing your hair with cold water, there's a lot of benefits to that actually. It helps with moisture retention even. But yeah, it is a mental game to want to wash your hair with cold water. But I would prefer to say, yeah, cool water. Baby steps, all right? Let's say cool water. You're welcome, Erica. I'll make some more content specifically on that subject. I want to make sure that I have I have like a ton of YouTube videos, long form videos, so they're kind of long. So I want to make sure that I kind of like recreate all my videos essentially, but like really short and sweet. So it's just information based. I want to give y'all all the information that you need. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to start that very soon. Just making like a quick 30-second videos, giving tips. Okay, this video is going to be for frizz. This video is for moisture. This video is for lasting hold when you retwist. This, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to be doing that just to make sure that my information is easily accessible and easily searchable. You have one question, you can easily find it, the answer, and no other filibuster, you know. So stay tuned. I will have that for everybody. Hi, Carolyn. Thanks for joining. Happy Sunday. I cannot wait until I finish this retwist because it's making me cold. And I just turned off my space heater because it started to smell funny. You know how sometimes like space heaters smell funny? But I've never experienced that smell with this space heater, so it's making me nervous. Like, are you okay? Are you gonna die on me? I don't think you're that old. I feel like you're only like 2 years old. And I only use you. I guess I might overuse it. I do use it a lot. I don't sleep with it on or anything, but like say it's not even cold outside, but say I just got out the shower and now I want the space heater on a little bit until I get dressed. So then I'll keep it on for a little bit and turn it back off. I do use it throughout the year, except for like in the summertime. I don't use it at all. It's hot enough in here when I get out the shower in the summertime. So does anybody have any questions? I am so thirsty, but speaking of thirsty, did anybody here join the water challenge? For those of you who don't know, from the 1st to the 7th, I did a water challenge, basically where we all drank a gallon of water a day. And if you missed the challenge, it's okay. I'll be doing it again February 1st. So just make sure that you text me the word goals. So even if you're in my Healthy Hair Hub already, if you're already in my text list, then that's cool, but you're not going to get the challenge unless you text me the word goals. So that's so the next time we do our water challenge is going to be February 1st. That's just a heads up. Oh, Erica, you did? Nice. I hope you completed it successfully. I had a little bit of a challenge with it, but listen, next challenge, I'm gonna breeze through it. Amber says, the majority of the gel you're using is on the root, not so much the hair. I'm watching your technique and it's the bomb. I'm going to wash my own next weekend. Absolutely. Thank you. And I do focus on the root itself because that's where my loose hair is for the most part. Like look at this particular lock. I don't really have any frizz on this lock. Not really. It's a little bit right here, but it's good. So that means I really only need to put gel right here. So that's all I'll do. I think I might have put a little bit too much gel on my fingertip just now. Oof. How to Jonesy says how to prevent knots on the lock. How to prevent knots on the lock? Why are you getting knots on your locks? I'm not sure what you mean, knots. How to prevent knots on your locks? Like lumps? Like lumps? If you mean like lumps, palm rolling is probably your best solution. Palm rolling on a regular basis. Basically, that can't be something that you just do one time and think is gonna bring you results. You have to be really consistent with palm rolling to keep a smooth finish. Like if you want like a uniform lock that's pretty much the same shape throughout, like it's not perfection, but it's pretty smooth. That's because of palm rolling regularly and consistently. So if that is an issue that you're referring to, that's probably the solution, to palm roll regularly. But I'm not sure what you meant by knots. If you meant lumps, then that's my answer. But actual knots, like if you mean like actual knots, I know some people put knots on their locks to help reinforce thin areas. Oh, you did mean lumps. Okay, great. I'm thinking too hard. Okay. I'm overthinking. Did you attend the Locknificent Fest last year? 2024? No, I didn't. I was actually supposed to model. I was supposed to model Locknificent Fest last year. I had my hair done and everything, but I was sick. But the thing is, I was sick prior to it. Like I was sick leading up to it, but I thought I was getting better. I thought I was getting better. So when Kafele did my hair, I was sick, but I felt like I felt better than the day before. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna be good. But when I woke up the next day, Lockfest Day, I mean Locknificent Fest Day, oh, I was like, oh, there's no way I could do this. I feel like I may pass out. I don't and I went to urgent care and they said I didn't have the flu, I didn't have the C word, I didn't have it was one more thing, flu, COVID. What else? It was one more thing that they said I didn't have. So basically, they just told me to ride it out. They said, "Tough luck, sis. You'll be all right." So then I just so I missed it. I'm basically, to answer your question, no, I did not. And I missed it the year before that too, I believe. Or did I? I feel like I missed it the year before that. The year before that, I think I was going through it. Like I was going through something mentally. It's kind of hard being like, I don't like to call myself an influencer, but it is what it is. Sometimes it's hard because like you don't always want to be seen. I'm not like a what do you call it? Like a attention seeking type. So which is kind of weird. Like that, you probably thinking like, Keisha, why are you in this profession? I'm really not in this profession. I don't make money from being an influencer. I make money from my hair care line. But part of that, I do have to be public facing, and sometimes it gets weird, and I don't always want to be on camera. I don't always want to be seen. So that's what I was going through last year during Locknificent Fest and Lockfest. Actually, I went to Lockfest last year. I was vending, but I left early. I packed up my table and left early because I was just like, I feel overstimulated. But this year Lockfest, or the most recent Lockfest, I was there the whole time. I was good. Well, at least pretty much the whole time. Might have left a little early. ET says, okay, I went, but I left before the model show. Okay. Yeah, you didn't miss me. You didn't miss me. It's all good though. Oh, I missed Aaron's comment. I'm glad I'm seeing this. I think I used too much in the past on my hair. Too much product made my hair very stiff. Okay. Yeah, that's understandable. Like when I don't know if you're talking about this particular gel or just gel in general, but yeah, with this, a little goes a long way. And when I say that, I mean it. You really just need a touch of the product, just a touch. Just a touch of love, just a touch of love. Just a touch of love, just a touch of love. Is that from? Is that from Sister Act? Or is that from Baps? Is that Sister Act? If you know, leave me a comment below because I'm slipping. Remember that song? I couldn't even tell you who it was by. Okay. And it really holds. Yes, absolutely. If you're referring to this gel, it does. It does. You know, I absolutely adored the process of making this gel. I collaborated with a cosmetic chemist, and you know, I let it be known to her, okay, I wanted to have this consistency, I wanted to have this hold, and I wanted to have these ingredients. How can we make this happen? And then she did it for me. She did it, and I'm like, yes, okay, this is perfect. Okay, but I want it to be a green color, but natural green. So like, can you use some moringa in it or something to make it green naturally? And then she did it, and then it was too dark green. I'm like, okay, but could it be a little lighter green? And then she made it. Listen, that process was so fun, but boy, that was a lot of moolah, okay. But it was worth it. It was certainly another gel. Yours is the sugar honey icy. Oh, thank you. Okay, sis Aaron, I knew Aaron was gonna hold me down with that answer. It was Sister Act. Yeah, Sister Act. I love your products. Have to re-up on my gel and rose water. Well, the gel, I didn't let everybody know in a good time. Maybe I didn't like give like a month. I don't know how long I was letting people know, but the gel is discontinued for now. I definitely let people know that it's not coming back. I was sending out emails and making posts telling people to you know, stock up now while we have some in stock. And now there's no more in stock. And it won't come back for some time because, as I said, it was a little pretty penny working with the cosmetic chemist and then the manufacturer, the lady who makes it for me. So yeah, that's the only product that I have manufactured. Everything else I make myself. But it's a, you know, it's a pretty penny to do that. So I have to wait until I feel prepared to make that investment again. But There may be some on Amazon though. There may be. And the reason why I don't know off the top of my head is because that's fulfilled by Amazon Prime. So I don't handle that shipping. Amazon has it in their fulfillment center. Oh, I think I put too much gel on my finger. That part well. Yeah. But the rose water is definitely on my shop. And you can shop freely now. But next month, come next month, there is a window to shop hair products only on only from the 15th through the 18th. That's the window to buy the hair care products on my shop starting next month. However, you'll still be able to buy the head wraps and things any time of the month. But as far as the hair care products, it'll only be available in that window. Ebony said, I just ordered on Amazon just now. There is more. Okay, perfect. Yay. So if anybody wants to get their hair gel on Amazon, get it now while you can. Because trust me, it's low. If they have it on Amazon, it's in low stock. I promise you. So get your hands on it. Get your hands on it through Amazon because you can't get it through my shop anymore. Granted, you can still gonna see me using it because I still have some jars, because some of the jars I feel were like unsellable because they just didn't look very attractive on the inside. While the jar works, I just feel like I can't sell people this. It don't look right. You know what I mean? It has to look as advertised. You know what I mean? So I can't. So even though I do have extra jars, that's just gonna be me for me because I can't go out like that. Y'all can't see my product looking imperfect. Bobby Brown says, hey Keisha, what kind of gel do you use? Hey Bobby, this is the Love Light and Locks gel. That's me. That's me. I almost forgot I was on the. Just kidding. Of course I didn't forget. But this is my gel. This is my gel, the Love Light and Locks gel, and there's some on Amazon, but they're no longer on my website. What material are your head wraps? So Veronica, the Infinity head wraps are a blend. Well, they're both a blend, but the Infinity head wraps, off the top of my head, I believe that they are a lycra cotton blend. And then the long head wraps, they might both be lycra cotton. So they're breathable, but they're also stretchy. And they're not designed for you to wear to sleep because they have the cotton in them. So they're not for sleeping. They're not satin. So I don't recommend you sleep in head wraps. However, they're good for all day wear because they are very breathable. You're not going to be sweating underneath them. They're lightweight in that way, and they're stretchy, so you can wear them different ways. So the website will definitely say exactly what material it is. So definitely check out my website, check the product descriptions to see exactly what the materials are for the Infinity head wraps and for the long head wraps, the long Lux head wraps. Can you say the name of that gel slowly, please? I'm so sorry, Angie. You know I talk fast. Love Light and Locks gel. So Love Light and Locks is the name of my brand. And then the gel, I only have one gel. So I'll just hold it for a little bit longer. Erica says there's 19 left on Amazon. Okay. 19. Jonesy says the long head wraps are the best and beautiful colors. I think I have just about every color. Oh, you do? I do. I love those. I do. When I restock them, when I restock them, there's a couple of colors that are new that I didn't sell before, including what is it called? The gold one. I didn't have that one before, so that's new. That I wonder if that's the only new one. I'm not sure, but I definitely didn't have that gold one before. It's like a marigold kind of mustard color. That's a different one. Oh wow, going to Amazon ASAP. Yup, that's the only place they got them now. I want to see how you wrap your hair under the hair dryer bonnet. Okay. I'll make sure to grab that before I get off of here. But so I think I have about a quarter of my hair left. Let me get busy. I'm just sitting here talking to you guys like I'm gonna twist it. My head is cold and wet. Okay. Great, thanks, because I can't seem to tie a headscarf to save my life. Angie says, thank you. You're welcome, Angie. I'm not sure what you're thanking me for at this point. I feel like I'm all over the place. Where's my cursor? There we go. Okay. The chocolate and green is my favorite. I put them together and I get plenty of compliments. Yes, earth tones. Yes. Yes, indeed. Okay, I hope I can get this retwist finished within 20 minutes. Let's be realistic with the gel and with the chat. 20 minutes. Oh, I just want to take a nap. Take a nap. The stretch and the wraps make it easy to wrap because of the stretch. Absolutely. It makes it easy to wrap and like style and place and design however you want. And I definitely have some tutorials come in for different ways, or at least just if they're not necessarily tutorials, they're definitely like videos of me wrapping them, so you can see different ways that I wrap my head wraps. I guess that's a lot of hair. I mean, I guess I have 94 locks. I don't know. I feel like I've encountered people who have way more locks than mine. Like, it's just really long. It's just long. It does get in the way when it's so long. It's kind of hard for me to just feel out what hairs, what locks are done already, what locks are not. Especially the way I'm doing this. This is not the most organized method, but at this point, I'm just trying to go and get gone. Go and get gone. Call up that chick and see if she's home. I bet she thought that I didn't know. What do you think I was putting you out for? Cause you was untrue, rolling all around in the car that I bought you. Sorry. Sometimes, like, when you get started, you can't stop. Okay. So, anybody have anything to talk about? Any questions, hair related or otherwise? I made some pasta and Brussels sprouts today. And do you recommend brushing your locks? I recommend only brushing your locks for the purpose of getting lint off of the surface. I don't recommend brushing your locks to smoothen them out. I don't recommend brushing your locks to reduce frizz. That's not good. It's not effective in the long run. It's counterproductive actually. Um I only recommend brushing your locks prior to washing your hair so that there's no lint in your hair when you wash your hair. Why is that important? Because you don't want lint on your hair when you're about to wash it, because that lint is likely to get embedded in your hair when it gets wet. So keep that in mind. Baby, drop them keys. Hurry up before the taxi leaves. I wish I could sing. I wish I could sing. If I could sing, listen, listen, listen. Angie says, I have 85 and they're to my behind. Love watching this. My daughter started mine in June of 2015. Really? Mine, I saw when I started mine. Oh no, that was 2010. May 2010. May 2010. And it's hard trying to do your own. I don't find it hard. I don't find it hard. I just have to be in the right headspace. Usually what I do is, well, late, I mean, sometimes I'll come live and talk to you guys while I do it, but typically I'll like put on a movie, you know? So definitely by the time the movie is done, I'm done. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, I've been doing my own hair since I was a child. I mean, I want to say since I was about like 9 years old, I started doing my own hair. But when I was 9, I had a relaxer. I never did my own relaxer, but I used to do my own hair, like hairstyles, or I would do my own washing sets. But I never put the crack in my head. I never did that myself. But I've definitely put the rollers in my head, like to dry them and stuff. So I think I'm just used to having my arms like this. I'm just used to doing my hair, I guess. It is different, obviously it's a lot different um dealing with locks versus dealing with the relaxer hair. It's takes more time, I think, to do the locks for sure. But that just means I got stronger arms now. I've never and I've had box braids in my past, but I've never done box braids on myself. I don't know if I could do that. That's one thing. Whenever like I see a YouTube video or like a reel or TikTok or whatever, and the ladies are doing the braids, I'm always in awe. Like I wish I could do that. I mean, I don't know that I can't, but I never have. I probably could. I probably could, but I was never a really good braider. Like I can't cornrow very well. I can't cornrow very well either. Um. Okay. What are your thoughts about lock stylists and locticians charging their clients more for longer hair? Um. I think that it depends. Like how much longer. If it's like knee length, I understand. If it's like really, really long, like down to your knees and down to your ankles, I understand. But if we're talking about a difference between shoulder length and waist length, that's ridiculous. I think that's my opinion. What else is ridiculous? Clients, not clients, stylists talking about you got to come with your hair washed. You're not gonna wash my hair, and that's not included. How you not gonna wash my hair and it's not included? That to me, that's absurd. That's absurd. That's absurd. As far as locticians go, because I understand that certain kinds of hair, maybe if you would get a wig installed, I don't think I would expect the person to wash my hair. I just probably would expect them to braid my hair. But that would be nice if they have that service. I can just add that service on, wash my hair as well, and then braid it, then put my wig on or whatever. But like my locks, I gotta come with you with clean locks for you to retwist them. Not only is the locks like the wash the best part, but it's like that's a part that a lot of people just can't do themselves. They can't do them thoroughly. It's locks. Like sometimes like our hair is best washed by somebody else that can see, where we may have some buildup areas and really wash it out. So like if I'm doing my own wash, I feel like I might as well do my own retwist at that point. But that's me. That's me. Maybe some people just are. I mean, obviously, some people are cool with it because that service is a thing. Like some people don't offer washes, but their own because some people just would rather wash their own hair. Maybe some people would rather wash their own hair, or maybe they just don't have the bread, the money to pay for what a loctician would charge for the wash and retwist. Maybe you work with what you can afford. I guess I don't want to be negative. Ooh, yeah. Veronica's, I agree, giving laziness. Angie says, is there a certain direction your lock should go? Clockwise. Clockwise. Ooh. My arms, man, my shoulders are starting to get to me. What's today's date? The 12th? Do you guys know when Harlem comes back? Do y'all know that show, Harlem? It's on Amazon Prime with Megan Good. Let me see when it comes back, because I do want to let y'all know that I'm in a couple scenes that show. Megan Good. Wait, why did I type in Megan Good? Harlem series, season 3. Oh, the 23rd. Okay, I got some time. But yeah, y'all see, I'm in the background. I did a couple background scenes for one episode, I believe. I believe it was one. Oh shucks, I just swiped gel on my hair. I don't know where I did it. Is it somewhere around here? Hi Eva. I have a question. I am 11 months locks, but have a few locks with lint at the very tips. Do you recommend carefully removing the lint or just let it be? Don't want to damage them. I do recommend attempting to carefully remove them. You're only 11 months in. I would absolutely try. But just understand what comes with that is sometimes that can cause some breakage. My computer, I have to plug it in. Sometimes that can come with breakage, but so be informed. But I mean, I'm not gonna like lie to you. That's what I would try to do. That's what I would try to do. But yes, again, be very careful. Be very careful. And if you do notice that okay, this is not working out, I'm just breaking my hair, then I would stand down and leave it alone. But do your best to avoid the lint, because prevention is better than cure. Prevention is better than cure, as my mother always says. Speaking of my mom, I actually did her hair recently. I think was that 2 days ago. I touched up her color and did a retwist and braided it. So when I see her take it out, I will show y'all her braid out. I did take some footage of the grooming. I don't know if y'all can feel me powering down. I am powering down, but I have like a good little corner of hair left. I think I have all the back done. I think so. So I have like this little piece of hair here. Okay, let me get this off of my. It's making me cold. My hair is making me cold. So if anybody has any like final questions, ask away while I'm live, because I'm about to get off of here in like 5 minutes, it seems. Oh, I do have to still grab my hood, the hood attachment in my dryer. I got to grab that and show you guys. And it's not handy. I gotta go run and grab it real quick. So after I show y'all that, I'll put myself under it or inside of it, or pause, whatever you want to say. I'll put it on. I'll put it on and then I'll get off of here. So the time is now. If you have any more questions, and if you have no more questions, then I'm gonna just give my announcements, like my final, reiterate my announcements. So, starting next month, from the 15th through the 18th, will be the only times you are able to buy Love Light and Locks products. That's the Horsetail Leaf Growth Oil, the Emu Oil Growth Drops, the Rosewater Moisturizer, and the Rosewater Moisturizer Refill. The other products have been temporarily discontinued. Okay, those are the products that we have now. And if you get them in a bundle, that is the Nurture with Nature box. The Nurture with Nature box, and it is a 60-day program. If you are using the products correctly, you will be done with them in 60 days to optimize their their uses. But I'm gonna do my part to explain to you all the best practices with using those products, because I realize that a lot of people just are not aware. So um that's my fault. I'm gonna definitely be do better at showing you the many ways you can use the products, especially the horse tail leaf growth oil, because people really don't know that you can use it for a hot oil treatment. You can use it for a pre-poo as well. Like, and those are very, very effective in transforming your hair when you use them for hot oil treatments, especially, and using it for pre-poo, because they are strengthening oils. I mean, it's a strengthening oil. So like that's a game changer, using the horse tail leaf growth oil for your hot oil treatments and for your pre-poos. Game changer, but I'll talk about that more later on. Anyway, so those products, the bundle is called the Nurture with Nature bundle, and that's available on my shop. The products individually, they will only be available from the 15th through the 18th of each month, starting next month. So right now you can buy it whenever, but starting February 1st, you cannot buy it until February 15th. Yeah. But you can also buy the head wraps and all that throughout the month. So no worries about that. We have restocked the head wraps, the long luxe head wraps, which are, you know, the long luxurious head wraps that look really regal. You can wrap them in a million ways. Those are restocked, and those will be shipped the first week of February. Okay, definitely get those. Check those out. Super love those. I will be having some tutorials and showing you me wearing them in different colors very shortly. And is that my last announcement? I think so. Oh, if you want to join the 7-day challenge, the Moisture Matters challenge, which is basically where you drink a gallon of water a day for 7 days, text me the word goals. I'll put my number in the chat, but I'll also say it out loud. 917-810-3423. Text me the word goals to join. If you text me that right now, you'll definitely get an old text message. I have to make a new one. That's for the January challenge, but the next challenge is The next challenge is February 1st. So that's it. Angie says, oh, Erin says 18 in stock. Oh, thank you. Erin just bought one. Thank you, Erin. Angie says, after your feel is gone, what kind do you recommend? Oh, after your gel is gone, what kind do you recommend? Oh, let me think. What gel do I recommend besides my own? Anything lightweight, anything that's like water soluble. So while technically my gel is a little bit more firm in texture, I don't trust other gels that are firm like that. I don't trust other gels that are firm like the way mine is, because they just don't wash out as easily. So I would go for a softer gel, like literally like softer in texture, like a more gooey gel. But I'm trying to think about, well, which gels did I really like before I created my own. Let me think. What gels did I really like? Wow, I made the gel in 2020. You can't remember before that? I can't remember what gels I was using before 2020. I must have some YouTube videos about me using some other gels. But you know what? I never really had a go-to gel. I often went to hair events and stuff, and I would get free products, and I would just use the free products I got. But I don't think that I was like buying gel. I don't remember. That's crazy. I gotta get that checked out. I need some CoQ10, ashwagandha, or something. Ginkgo biloba. Ginkgo biloba. How often do you wash your locks? Every 2 weeks. Is once a week okay? Once a week is good if you want. For me personally, that would be excessive. If it's summertime, maybe we're talking. But right now, to me, that's excessive. Some people, once a month is okay, but I don't recommend going longer than once a month. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. I don't support it. Hygiene is paramount. And Veronica says, which oil lasts longer between moisture sessions? The emu oil growth drops or the horse leaf growth oil? Because I don't oil my scalp every day, but maybe 3 times a week. Good. You shouldn't oil it every day, regardless if you're using the emu oil or the horse leaf growth oil. My chapstick is doing that weird thing. Um, Regardless of what oil you're using, you shouldn't do it every day because you're gonna be creating buildup unless you're washing your hair every day as well, or at least like multiple times a week. Um, But so the emo oil growth drops, I recommend that for problem areas, spots on the scalp. Like maybe your hairline, maybe you have a thin spot here, maybe you had some kind of trauma, maybe like somebody pulled your hair, like, or it was styled too tightly, so now you have like a thin spot right here, or the back of your neck. Maybe you were wearing a fabric that like messed with your hairs back here. So like the emo oil growth drops is for problem areas, right? If you feel like your whole scalp is a problem area, then so be it. Then use it on your whole scalp. But the horse leaf growth oil is great for the length of your hair, especially. Don't get me wrong, it is great for your scalp as well. But the emo oil growth drops is a better scalp product, in my opinion. It's a better scalp product. The horsetail leaf growth oil is a better length product. So I've actually been thinking about changing the names of it to be more accurate. Like maybe instead of calling it the horsetail leaf growth oil, I should probably call it the horsetail leaf strengthening oil, because that's really what it's best for. The emo oil growth drops are best for growth. And it's also really good for scalp irritation, scalp inflammation, scalp infection, scalp what else? I said irritation, infection. My friend, so I have a friend. She had COVID. I think I made a video. Did you guys see my video? I posted it. I had a conversation with her, my friend Tyree. She had COVID, and when she got COVID, she had a whole lot of weird symptoms going on. And one of the symptoms was that she got a scalp infection and she lost a lot of hair. Check out the video, please. I think this was probably from last summer, 2024 summer, maybe, or maybe not summer, maybe like in the spring, I don't know. But the emu oil did it for her. The doctors were trying to put her on these shots, steroid shots on her scalp, and use these creams, and she just found that it stopped working the second she stopped using it. And obviously she didn't want to keep getting shots in her scalp. The emu oil growth drops cured her scalp infections. So there's that. Maybe I'm not supposed to use the word cure. Maybe I shouldn't use that, like, for legal reasons, but she hasn't dealt with symptoms since using the emu oil growth drops, and her hair has been growing back. So there's that. So my hair is finished as far as the retwist goes. So I'm gonna go run literally and grab the dryer and the handheld and the hood attachment. All right. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. Y'all stayed. That's so sweet. You guys stayed for me. Okay, so this is my blow dryer. I actually really like this blow dryer. The company sent it to me years and years ago. As you can see, this is old. It's old. But I think the brand is called Ion Touch Tech. And it's cool because it's like, well, let me plug it in. Right? So that's kind of cool. That's neat, huh? It's pretty neat. So I'm gonna start by putting the hood onto the dryer. So this is the part that goes to the blow part. Whoa. Oh, okay, so this is the part that goes on top of the blowy part. That was so descriptive. So that was on the blowy part. And then this part, I'm gonna put my hair inside. And it says the lime oil, so sorry I can't recall the name, works for the hair as well. Don't put on the scalp. No, the herb, you talking about the herb and lime oil. And no, it is great for both the scalp and the hair, although I believe that it's best for the hair. The best product that I have for you that's for the scalp is the emu oil. But by no means am I saying don't put the products on your scalp. By no means. The rose water is great on the scalp too. The horsetail and the herb and lime are both great on the scalp. It's just that I think that the emu oil is superior for the scalp. Okay, so I'm gonna like put my hair like this so I can get it on. Oh. All right, we're all in. So here's the strap. Where's the other one? No, so this strap is like helps you tighten it, but like I need the strap that like secures it under my chin so it doesn't blow off my head. Everything. Where is it? This one. Okay. Come on. There we go. Now we're gonna turn it on. Angie says she bought one from Sally's. Good. These are very affordable and they get the job done. And you can like be safe now, but like I will doze off. Like this is a recliner. I will recline this chair and like get myself comfortable, make sure the blow dryer, this part is not being obstructed, and I will take a little nap. Don't tell anybody. All right. So, because it's probably not recommended. So don't do that. Children, if you're watching, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. But thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. Thank you for those of you who joined my Zoom earlier and are back on the YouTube channel. Thank you for those of you who just got on the YouTube live. I appreciate you still. As usual, head over to KeishaCharmaine.com. Support your girl and support your lock journey. Support your lock journey with some really, really precious herb infused handmade products. Okay. I was talking about this earlier. Like, actually, I don't even know if I want to talk about this on YouTube right now. I'll say it. I was talking about how, there's an entrepreneur who I look up to, and as her business grew, she sold, and as she sold, I believe that she wasn't able to monitor, or maybe like she wasn't able to really be certain of how much integrity her products remained. Basically, what I'm saying is, I am making it my business to, no matter how much the business grows, I want to make my products myself. I want to make sure that the products stay quality controlled. And the only way that I can truly trust, at least in this point, with my mentality, the only way that I can trust that the quality control is there is if I'm doing it. So if I make a mistake, I'm accountable. I want my so like the person that I mentioned earlier with people experiencing hair loss from their brand, that sucks, because you know she worked so hard to get her business to where it is now, only for her to like let up and have other people take over certain things, and now look what happened. So that's very scary. That's very scary for me as I'm growing my business. So I'm making it my business, like I said, to make sure that I keep making the products myself for quality control. So the best way for me to do that is, as the business is growing, is by being really regimented with the way that I make the products and when. And the best way for me to do that is to put a cap on amount that I do. Until I get into a position where I can really trust a manufacturer to make these hair oils and the rose waters and things, I have to do it myself. So I have to put a cap on the amount that I make each month. So that's the reason why the products are only going to be available from the 15th to the 18th. So I'm going to keep reiterating that so people remember. But that's all I have to say for now. Head over to KeishaCharmaine.com, pick up your Nature with Nurture kit, and that's the current product line right there for 60 days of hair transformation. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great Sunday.